It's been a journey. It's when we first purchased the land, we were like, okay, we do have a lot of wetlands in that 65 acres, and we were like, okay, what can we do with it? We identified a slither that's closer to the Hunter's Mill side, and we said, hey, what we can do is, because it's about 7 acres, we can put some apartment complexes there. We can put upscale apartments. We can cordon it off and make it more like a community. Go ahead and put in some trails inside of the woodlands, because I think we're allowed to put down some wood chips and things like that just to create a trail and identify where it's not too soggy and make that happen. So there's a lot of potential to that, and I don't think anyone else was able to see that because they were looking at it from, okay, how do we put housing versus an apartment complex. You can do single home, but again, to maximize the potential of the property, we said what we'll do is we're going to do apartment complexes, which are probably 30, 40 units per complex. We're going to try to go 4 high. We're trying to attract young talent here. Easton is a desert for young talent, and for the last 3 or 4 years, all I've been doing is surveying these young people and saying, okay, what do you need? What do you need to stay here? I think it just came out to, we need housing. We need housing. If we are making a little, a couple $80,000 and up, we have to rent a home to really, get the standard of living that we want to be at. And we don't want to cut grass. And so we're developing the concept of the neighborhood around them. And so we're going to have a gym in the bottom. We're going to have a little concession area where they can, a mini mart in a sense. We're trying to attract young doctors, nurses. So I'm sure the hospital has the need for housing for their employees. So we're trying to attract those folks. And so therefore, give you a scenario, a nurse has a 12-hour shift. She comes home, she just needs to go ahead, grab couple of things. She can grab a couple of things right there on the premises, go upstairs, take that rest that she needs, and then comes back downstairs, get a cup of coffee in the morning, and then go back in the shift. And then, say that's a 4-day, 12-hour shift, and then, on Friday, go to the exercise, get a gym, we're gonna have a pool, walk the trail. And I think what distinguishes us between any other developer out there is that we do have that philanthropy going on with our projects, and that's 25% of our project is going to, of the profits are going to Polaris Village Ministries, which then helps Polaris Village Academy, and that goes around and around, which will help BAAM because Polaris is helping BAAM. So we have our ecosystem that I talked about before that is going to be helped by this project. We're going to be offering about 150 units, hopefully, if I get my way. And then also, for those folks that want to scale down from a bigger house to maybe like a townhouse, we're going to be offering about maybe 50 townhomes for sale over in there. So we're going to have a good mix of units that people can pick and choose from. It's almost going to be almost a resort style complex. When it comes down to, and from an environmental side, again, we have a lot of woods. We have a lot of woodlands. We have a lot of nice natural woods. Yes, we're going to be doing some planting also, but we're going to have the trail that you can go in, and if you want to get away, just go and walk the trail for a while. And 65 acres is pretty big, so it's you can get lost in the woods. I've walked it a couple of times myself, and I'm like, okay, GPS, where am I? Aspire Daly Inc. will be the one that will be putting up the apartment complexes and building the townhomes. I want the community to know that we are conscious, very conscious of the situation that's here in Easton. Um, Easton is made up of some very rich people, people that are very well off. It's made up of people that are older and retired. And as you can see with all the medical services that are here, and also we want to realize that there are people in need in Easton, even though with all of the wealth that we have here. And so if we can somehow get the people with the wealth with the people with the need and actually create a service for both of them, then it will lift everyone up.
Yeah.